Hey everybody, I'm Jason,
I'm Will.
and welcome to the shit show. Okay, a little longer than I remember, but trying to work those in a little bit more. Hopefully, they add a little bit extra, or maybe you guys will just tell us that we're stupid and to stop. So let us know in the comments, please.
Yeah, please.
So basically, today is going to be uh, movies and mental health. Uh, the reception from music and mental health was pretty positive, so we figured we'd do that again, but with something else that obviously means something to people. Do you want to start off? You want me to start
You go ahead.
off? Okay. So we figured we'd talk about like like movies that have a special place first, um, because that's not maybe that can like put you in a mood. It's not like a oh yeah, I enjoy watching this Christmas movie at Christmas. It helps get me in the spirit. You know what I mean? That's different than like this movie will put me at a at ease no matter when I watch it type kind of thing. Um, I've got a bunch. I'm a like that because I'm a cinephile. I've always loved to just watch movies.
Same, dude.
Like the other day,
Really.
Sarah and I were talking about something, and she asked me to watch a movie. I was like, yeah, I'm not really interested in watching that. She's like, fine, I'll watch it without you. And she's like, wait, I can't really say that. You watch movies by yourself all the time. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. I don't give a crap. Um, so yeah, movies just rock. They help us get away or get immersed in something else and get to see people we enjoy or
Get emotionally invested in something that isn't you.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, step outside yourself and do that for once. Well, not for once per se, but a lot of people are not very
Or
good at
inflict
that.
all kinds of different feelings, really. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Like, we all watch all kinds of different movies for different reasons.
yeah. But I think didn't we
Like,
talk
I
about?
love a good scary movie.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Like, a good scary fucking movie.
Uno momento. I just have to make one small adjustment because my OCD is kicking me.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that's much better.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Gosh. Whew. Sorry. OCD was. I mean, it's still a little bit too much my way though. Unless you like, yeah. Well, if you leaned in a little bit more to your mic, let's see. Like towards your mic. There we go. See, and then I can scoot in a little bit more too. We can just get all close and cozy. Come on, get in here.
Wouldn't be the first time.
See that? He wouldn't even get close to me. He's a liar. We've been weird for a very long time. We've been best. Oh, so have we ever told the first time I stayed the night at your house story?
No.
Man, I don't think we've
Oh
ever
my
told that.
god.
That's it's kind of bad, but
Ah,
I think it's
shit.
super funny, but it was also a horrible, embarrassing moment. So,
Oh, it was funny as hell.
so the first time I ever stayed the night at Will's house, obviously, we're little hood rat kids. We're like sneaking around, drinking, whatever. Um, so that's why usually no one's home or like up at that time at his house, etc., whatever. So we were partying up, all night, whatever. And he's like, "Yeah, you just crash at my place. My parents will never know that you're there." So I do so, and for some reason that day, his dad was like suspicious of him being in his room with the door closed, so he started banging on it, and I went and hid in the closet. So his dad came in, and then he found me still in the closet and started screaming. And of course, he's thinking, well, not the worst, but you know what he's thinking. He's thinking that his son's gay and I'm his boyfriend, especially because as you can tell,
Oh
I don't
my
have the
god.
lowest voice. I've always
That's
had a high
such an
pitched voice.
embarrassing conversation.
Yeah. So I was, oh shit, panic. I gotta go. Man.
I thought we were talking about movies. How did we get on this story?
I don't know. Yeah, something definitely derailed us. Um,
But yeah, it was a very embarrassing conversation with my dad.
was
But
funny.
really, he was just staying the night because it was too late for him to go home, and we went to a party. So
Yeah, not trying to get in trouble. Nobody wants to be grounded.
that's all it was.
Yeah, but
He just didn't have a shirt on because we were fucking teenagers. We didn't have shirts on when we slept. Like
yeah, I mean, we had boxers and shorts,
I
like
was like, come on, dude. Like we had
not
shorts
basketball
on and
shorts,
shit.
but
Like nothing indicated anything sexual happened. So I
no,
don't even. My dad was just being an asshole. But
yeah.
anyway,
But he's an old school Italian guy.
but he was totally busting my balls when he brought it up to me.
That's so funny. That's
I
so
mean, come
funny
on.
though.
Bostonian,
Yeah.
Italian. Yeah, of course he's gonna give me shit.
Yeah. Anyways, so back to the movies. So yeah, I got a grip of movies that have a special place for me. And one of them is definitely George of the Jungle. Um, when I was growing, like when I was real young, well, not real young, but I was younger. Um, I I used to watch like random shows. I could like the random TV that would come through when you had like the rabbit ears. That's what I would go to sleep to. Like TV shows. But then I got a VCR player, and then I was like, oh cool, I got to start going to sleep to movies. And the very first movie I started going to sleep to every single night, night after night, was George of the Jungle. So I always loved that movie. Hated Lyle Vandergroot. It was great. So that movie is always going to have a special place because it's like a nostalgia. Because to this day I still like I have to watch a movie or a TV show, no matter what, and that's what really kicked it off. Because when I was originally doing it, it was obviously just for noise. Because those TV shows, when the rabbit ears come in, you can't actually let 9 times out of 10 there's not a good enough signal you can actually watch. It'll be like a squiggly face with like lines through it, and it'll like flip up, and then he'll be there again, and it'll flip up, and it'll be there. Like, man, I can't watch this consistently. So yeah, it's like a, oh cool, I gotta actually watch something with the sound now, and that was it.
Yeah.
um Obviously Nightmare Before Christmas is,
Oh, absolutely, Nightmare Before Christmas. That was absolutely one of my favorites too.
yeah, that. And see, I know it's like a not a trope, but people, everybody's into it now. You know what I mean? So a lot of people,
One of those things that's yeah.
but I feel like that's why it became. It's not just that it became popular to be a fad. You know what I mean? It became popular and became a fad because
Organically.
organically, because the generation that grew up with it loved it so
And
much.
they passed it on.
Yeah, because they're like, hey, we're consumers now. Can we get some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff? And of course, people are like, wait, you want to buy this? Boom, here's this. Oh, that's awesome. Boom, 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 boom. And there you go. Yeah, so that's how the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff happened.
Yeah.
It was from the natural love that the people that grew up with it already had for it, just being able to finally manifest through their wallets.
No, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah,
Uh,
God, I love that movie so much because I've always liked darker, creepier things. So that helped me feel like you can have like a mixture of dark with like happy and positive.
like there
Um,
can still be some light in your black hole.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because Jack's the Pumpkin King, but that's not all he wants to be. Um, but he understands that that's not all he has to be. But it's more like he goes back to find himself. He's like, wait a minute, even though I could be something else, this is what I want to be. This is what I'm meant to be. So,
Yeah.
but even then, even with being king of pumpkins and darkness, um, he's kind. You know what I mean? Like he scares people, but just for their enjoyment and his. He never harms anybody except for Oogie Boogie.
Yeah. Well, he had to come.
Yeah. Even dude, he didn't. he didn't do anything to the humans even after we launched a bunch of missiles at him and rockets. Not rockets. Well, I guess any kind of ballistic mortars, rounds, 50 cal rounds. All I remember is them flying, putting the spotlights at him, and just launching at him.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not his fault. He didn't understand. He thought he was doing good. Okay, give him that break. Um, but and then it teaches you a bunch of stuff because just Sally, everything with Sally, it shows you love, like an unconditional love, like how like a different form of how that can be, because she was trying to do everything she could to be there for him and support him from the shadows. You know what I mean? Like before he even knew that she was trying to do anything, and yeah, it's just I never really realized it, but that's one of those movies that helps you start to understand. Maybe it is because it's so well done, or because it's like a cartoon and you're younger, but it starts to help you understand those deeper emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially right when you're coming into age of preteen and teen years. It, yeah, because you're obviously not going to want to watch like baby cartoons and stuff. So,
No.
yeah, it was perfect. It just fit with so many people across a whole generation, and it blew up.
As it should, honestly.
Let's see. God, I have so many movies that just I don't know. I think that's why I love movies so much is because I've had so many great memories with movies or of movies. Because my family we used to go to movies every single Christmas.
Oh man, I remember when going to the movies was a like normal thing and
Yeah.
not streaming
Yeah,
because everything is like streaming now.
yeah,
All the big channels are hopping onto streaming services, and
I know. I just recently went to the movies,
so
and
entirely different.
I don't know. Sarah and I still go to the movies sometimes, and we just recently went, and we had a blast.
I go sometimes, not often. Just I've gone to two in the last year. I think. Yeah, two.
She didn't want to go to like the Galaxy though. She just wanted to go to South Point because it's close. And I'm like, man, we should definitely get the comfier seats. And she's like, let's just go to South Point. Man, I am way too tall for those seats what they got up in there.
Uh-huh.
And I had people in front of me, so I couldn't like
Yeah.
lurch them over the seat in front of me. So I was sitting crisscross the whole time with my knee still hitting the back of the seat in front of me.
That's annoying.
Yeah, but I mean, it was still fun.
Yeah.
Shrek.
Yeah, the comfy seats though. Oh, I fall asleep in them. That's
Yeah.
my problem.
I know. Yeah, that's. Well, I mean, that's your problem generally. You're like
But
a bear.
in a dark movie theater, I'm watching the movie, and then all of a sudden I'm waking up to the credits.
The way
And
you
I'm like,
stared off, I was like, "What are we
motherfucker.
looking at?" You said you did that. I was like, "What?"
No, that's what I do. I'm like, oh, movie.
Yeah. I get that too because obviously I go to sleep watching movies. So if that's my intent while watching a movie, you best believe I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
If I'm like I'm gonna put this movie on so I can go to sleep, as soon as I hear that, I'm out.
Credits. What?
Yep.
And then I'm like, what the fuck?
Not me. I do it intentionally, but because I mean theaters, I'm so usually hyped for the movie that I couldn't sleep if I wanted to. No matter what it is, just because I like to see new stuff. Like I'm not gonna go see something that I'm like, I guess.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's fair.
Because I got social and public anxiety, so I'm not trying to go out and be within the masses unless I absolutely have to.
That's fair. Totally fair.
But yeah, so another one would definitely be Shrek. Shrek was another movie I ended up going to sleep to all the time, but that was one that like you could always put on and be like, oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna watch this, or like if it was on TV, you're like, I'm gonna watch this, or I don't know, you're bored, there's nothing on TV that night, you're like, well, I'm gonna see what check out my DVDs and watch one of my movies. And Shrek would actually be a viable option even as an adult. Like that one doesn't get
There's
as
a lot
much
of
stigma.
adult humor mixed in.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
So
Like,
much.
like Lord Farquaad's little pee
I
getting
love how
erect.
much they normalized that for us growing up.
Yeah,
Because it's like as we got older, we'd like rewatch it randomly, and then like
I did it
jokes that we
randomly.
didn't get as kids.
You nailed.
Huh?
Yeah, you nailed it. Like you got them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, this movie is 10 times funnier than I remember it. It's like I'm seeing it from a whole new light.
Yeah. For real. I feel like that's with a lot of things. Like I definitely got a lot of the stuff because I was, I guess in the know, pretty young.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some stuff that I've gone back and rewatched some things. And I'm like, oh, I did not get. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, that kind of stuff. Like, even in actual like real movies though. Like now that the world's a bit more, sorry, a little bit more tolerable, even though it doesn't seem like it, and a little bit more understanding, even though it doesn't seem like it. It is. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not out doing half the craziness that we used to do. Um, Dang, where was I going with that?
I don't know.
What was I talking about? ADHD brain. I don't usually take my Adderall on my days off because why take an amphetamine when you don't have to?
Oh
So,
my god.
well, yeah, I definitely forget. Sorry, guys. Um, just that the world is more understanding and more tolerant. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Now,
Yeah.
sorry, now I got it. Yes, I'm back where I was. Um, Now than it was previously. You know what I mean? Like even within our generation, and like I forget about that stuff because like go back watch Rush Hour. Jackie
Mm-hmm.
Chan says the N word, and nobody crucified him.
No one.
Not a
Not a
single
single soul,
person.
bro.
And that like that's it's just
Because
Jackie.
it was funny the way he said it.
I mean, yeah, and of course, Chris was a part of
Oh
it.
my god.
So
Like we can't even repeat the way he said it.
no,
Like he says it in a very Asian way. If
yeah.
in case you haven't seen it, it just sounds really funny. But anyway,
Um,
that movie is gold.
some of the jokes in Big Daddy,
Oh, Big Daddy is awesome.
yeah. Oh man, uh, the
Happy Gilmore,
dude, Little Nicky, I
Little Nicky.
that the trans person that's burning hot candle wax like years before everything was going on. But I think that the he was trying to look like the actual singer of that band, but I don't know like where the panties and the candle wax came in, but
Just
that's
to add extra spice
yeah, because
to the character.
because literally Nikki's just floating. There's no reason for them to throw that guy randomly back in there burning candle wax. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, wrong window. Like they did that
Oh my
just to be
god.
raunchy, and I love that stuff. You
It's
can't
so
do
good.
anymore.
Oh god, Little Nicky was great.
Little Nicky was great.
I hear they're making like sequels to all these movies now. Big Daddy, Little Nicky,
As long
and
as
Happy Gilmore.
Adam Sandler's involved, I am
It is
for
Adam
it.
Sandler.
Then I'm stoked. Are they all going to be Happy Madison Productions?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Happy Madison and Netflix.
Yes, I cannot wait for that.
If the posters I've been seeing are real, I don't know.
Man,
I know Happy Gilmore too for sure. But
I still have to watch the new Crow.
they made a new Crow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Uh,
I didn't know that.
and that's a movie that I don't know why that was another movie that I loved. Um, like the original, like watching the storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like because I've always been like a vengeance righteous. You know what I'm saying? If somebody does something bad, or people do bad things, that bad things should happen to them. And the thought of somebody who's come back from the dead just to you know seek vengeance on those people that killed him and his wife. That to me, that's just like, I wish that could happen. Like, to me, that's waxing poetic. You know what I mean? It just sounds beautiful. So yeah, so I love that. And Brandon Lee was phenomenal. Um, for him to get killed the same way as his father, I'm just saying that's highly unlikely. Whatever. Um, Either that or they just really had the absolute laxest, safety. Well, I guess that's the whole thing with Rust just happened too. That's the same thing. Damn, how?
Mishaps happen.
Yeah, but that's something you're. I mean, these people are literally trained
I know. I know.
to not.
I know.
I think it keeps falling out because we have weight on it. Let's see. Let's try this. There we go. But yeah, that I forgot about the Rust thing. So I guess it does still kind of happen, but I don't know what are the odds that it happens to father and son.
That's the part that everyone's scratching their head over.
Yeah, that's a weird coinkadink. Did you hear my nose? That noise was me breathing in. That was weird. Sorry, I just made a weird nose. Weird nose. Wow, weird noise.
His nose queefed.
um. Yeah, I think that's it for the special special mentions. I want to say that's away from the categories. So
Yeah. I would say Ace Ventura.
oh my God, that is absolutely
That was a movie that I would watch excessively over and over and over.
same.
It was just so great to be able to see like an adult interact in like the normal world, right? Like a serious law enforcement, and he is just a fucking insane goofball. Like just this crazy person that everyone is like treating him like he's this obnoxious asshole, but he's like hilarious.
And genius.
Like totally a genius. And it's like he's fucking outsmarting all you assholes.
Yeah, people.
And he's wearing goddamn parachute pants. Go eat a dick. Like
He's making fake walrus teeth out of asparagus. When he comes out of the bathroom,
bro,
and he's like,
fucking, he's
I
owning
would
those
not go in there.
motherfuckers. He's taste testing shit in a fish tank.
Did you know Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was that was all on the fly? He forgot he forgot the line, so he just started singing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yes. Oh yeah, he improved so much in those movies.
I have a shirt.
Like, dude, Jim Carrey is a genius. Like, I love
honestly
like
if
pretty much anything Jim Carrey. I was obsessed with it.
if
Adam
I
Sandler too.
if I could meet one celebrity out of any of them before they died, it would absolutely be him. I would meet him before any other human being on this planet.
Yeah, I'd like
for sure.
I would love to meet Jim Carrey.
Jim
Like,
Carrey,
that guy is amazing.
He helped me get through some, like his movies and just him as a person. He helped.
Like, dude, The Majestic, The Truman Show.
Yeah,
those movies were amazing, bro. Oh my god.
But in Living Color, his.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god, in Living Color.
Fire Marshal Dan.
Dude, he
is it Fire Marshal Bill or Fire Marshal Dan? I think it's Bill.
Bill.
Yeah, Fire Marshal Bill. Man, just Jim Carrey to me is one of those once in a lifetime human beings that I feel like we actually got two of. I feel like him and Robin Williams are two birds of a feather. They are, I mean, if they have helped and saved so many people and put so many smiles on people's faces when they're going through the hardest times of their lives, that for those two men to suffer the way they do, one did and one does, mentally and emotionally, the experience, the things they have, I mean, it sucks. Like, I would love to be Jim Carrey's friend, not even just because he's famous, but if I could be the person that was there for Jim Carrey.
Because he just seems like a genuinely amazing person, honestly.
Yeah. And his movies definitely helped me get through life. They still do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I rewatch both Ace Venturas on a regular basis. I have an Ace Ventura shirt that I wear on a regular basis,
Yeah.
and I talk like him sometimes, and I can't help it.
Alrighty then.
Chicago. I just me
But,
and my
yeah.
friends will do that. I'll be
Ace
like
Ventura.
Chicago. So we
Ace
go back to
Ventura
it.
was definitely one of my happy place movies.
Yeah, that was good. I can't believe I fucking didn't even think about it.
and then another one that I was obsessed with, which is funny because like I am not a musicals person at all, really not. There are some musical movies that I'm like, okay, like I'm into it for my own reasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this was the first time I became obsessed with one, but it was Grease.
Mm.
I watched that movie over and over and over because it was just like it was like I was seeing love, like, and it's like
Yeah,
grand showing,
100%.
and and just like it really brought out like the romantic side of me, and from that moment on, I was like 10 when I was like obsessed with this, and so like that was like right when I was starting to get hit with puberty and shit,
Mm-hmm.
so that's when I was like starting to think about girls, and yeah, it pumped a shit ton of romance into my veins, and yeah, I feel like that was a big part of why I am that way. Like very old school
Yeah,
in that sense, I guess. You know,
I, yeah,
I'm the
for sure.
protector. You know,
Sorry, I don't know. We do have a
you
mute button somewhere.
sick. No,
Ooh. Um, yeah, for
it's
sure.
annoying me.
No worries. Sorry.
It's okay.
Honestly, I mean, we don't
Fuck
need
it.
it's not. Yeah,
We haven't had it.
yeah. We haven't always had it, so if we'll use it to check the volume from time to time. But right now, we know everything's okay. So,
Yeah,
um,
no, we're good.
yeah, that's definitely one of those movies that helps you understand love.
Kind
Well, yeah, of course, but I mean, like, because it kind of like you said, you gotta put yourself into somebody else's shoes, even though it's a fake, fake world, fake situation.
of. Well, to me,
But
yeah,
it helps you like kind of empathize to feel that love
it's like they
and
have this.
experience it.
They had this huge, like, romance.
Yeah, but it's where
in
you
a
can
place
feel it.
where they happen to meet on vacation for a whole summer, and then randomly end up at the same high school. Tries to uphold his reputation and still get her. Fails, but stays persistent. Ends up getting her because he brought back out the soft side that she fell in love with to begin with, and that's what made me feel like it was okay to be that
Yes,
way.
same.
You know,
Yes,
very naive,
that's why I always liked it.
very very naive. But yes, that was what made me that way. Very much so.
Yeah, but it helps you feel it for the first time.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
yeah,
Like you could really like empathize with
yeah,
the emotion they were trying to show,
yeah, you could.
like the true connection between them.
It was palpable.
Especially at the end when she had the huge makeover to show him I'm yours.
Yes.
And I was just like, fuck yeah, where's my Sandy, bro? Like,
Plus green lightning
those
burning
leather
up the quarter
pants,
mile.
like, bruh.
Yeah. Yes. That's true. Oh man. Any others for that?
I already mentioned Shrek. What was another movie I obsessed with? Oh, Hook. Fucking loved Hook. Because when you brought up Robin Williams, that's what made me think of it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I was obsessed with that movie. Rufio!
That was a good
Rufio.
man.
I loved the vividness of the colors of the food.
Dude,
When
yeah.
they started having that food
the invisible food, and then and then
Yes.
where it appears it makes you
Like
feel
all
like imagination can. Yes.
yes, like he started getting into it with them, and all of a sudden it just turned into colorful food.
Yeah,
It was
and you're
fucking
and it
amazing, and it looked so good too.
and you're
Like,
lying if you say you didn't
like
see
me, I
that
was
and
like,
think,
I
can
wish
can I fucking do that?
dude, right? That's what. Oh, I was
Every
like,
person
I
did.
wish.
Everyone, even though they know that's not possible,
Pretty
every
sure
single
one of
person
the
was like,
times I watched, I had a bowl and a spoon in my hand, just to see.
man. I always tried stuff like that for movies and TV shows when I was a kid. Like when I was playing card
Why
games,
not?
try the heart of the cards, and yeah.
It's like if it's nothing that's gonna harm you, then why not? Like,
yeah. We're not out here trying to imitate Jackass.
yeah, no.
So,
Oh God, no.
sitting there sitting there hoping for a letter from Hogwarts. It's crazy, man. It's funny to think back on that stuff, but see, I mean, you have all those memories that are tied to movies,
Yeah.
and those movies and those memories help shape who you are. So for the first like specific topic, we have like movies that have scarred you or taught you, I guess you could say, where you're, like, um, uh, Cabin in the Woods. That
Oh my
scared
God.
that scared enough people that
That was scary.
you know what I mean.
But
But it taught people, hey, don't go into to cabins by
the,
yourself. Like,
the new age movie that scared me the most, I would say, was Insidious, the first one.
it was good. It was a good flick.
Dude, that shit scared me back to like age 8. I swear to God.
Did you ever watch Hereditary?
And I was like 17 when I saw that shit. Hereditary?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Sarah, I enjoyed it. Sarah's that's one for Sarah. That's one that, like, she loves movies, like scary movies and horror movies, but that's one that she's like, that one actually scared me. And I just watched it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, it didn't scare me, but I did enjoy it. But that's how I am with scary movies. They don't usually scare me, and I don't watch them to get scared. I watch them because it gets like it's like the equivalency of, for how people, some people get out their aggression or their whatever's inside by punching a punching bag.
Mm-hmm.
This is my mental punching bag. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, seeing especially like the Saw movies. That's one of my main ones. So that's kind of that's actually part of a different category. So I'll leave that there. But yeah, she said that movie messed her up. For me, the only ones that really messed me up, the two that I was going to bring up, are Tommyknockers and Child's Play.
Chucky.
Yeah, for sure. Because from that, like, I was never scared of dolls up until that point. That terrified me, thinking that a doll could come to life. Because I've always had an issue with feeling that inanimate objects are sentient or alive in some way.
Yeah.
Like, imagination as a kid, and even now, like,
I
my
used to think
empathy,
that too,
like,
actually.
yeah, I can't, like,
And I'd be afraid to throw certain things out.
yes, that is me to a T. So,
Like, 'cause sometimes I'd turn an inanimate object into an object I'd talk to,
mm-hmm.
and then I'd name it, and then I wouldn't want to throw it out, even though it was definitely trash.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. So I had a problem with that to begin with.
I had a little phase of that when I was a kid. I remember.
So that plus, like being in that stage and then seeing Chucky, it's like, oh my God, dolls are gonna come alive and kill me. And that meant that for real. My aunt let me watch that. She's like, yeah, sure, go ahead, watch it with me. And because I'd watched other stuff, I'd been playing the original Grand Theft Auto at that point, shooting hookers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, my parents let me watch R-rated movies. I didn't really have a bedtime. At that point, they got a little more structure down the road, but that one specific movie messed me up for sure. And even now, I'm not scared of Chucky anymore, but I definitely don't like and get the or ick at least from from a large variety of dolls. Especially, I know it's not a direct correlation because it's not in Chucky,
I know what you
but
mean.
porcelain dolls.
It's like symbolic fear.
Yes, yeah,
Like you see it and it reminds you enough that you're like, ah.
yeah. And then I look at that. I think that's why I think porcelain dolls to me are like the boss. You know what I mean? Like Chucky's like the area boss, and porcelain dolls are like the map
Oh,
boss
fucking
because
yeah. Or
they're
like fucking honestly, it's a. God damn it! Why can't I think of it? I think it's from Tales of the Crypt.
hell yeah.
But the puppet.
The Crypt Keeper.
Yes.
Man, I love the Crypt Keeper. Sarah loves him too. We've talked about him. I've actually
Love that fucker. But
I've considered getting a Crypt Keeper tattoo,
yeah.
and that's actually also been one of my very earliest insults. Is being like, "Damn, bitch, you look like a Crypt Keeper." You know what I mean? Like since I was a little kid, like yeah, but you look like a Crypt Keeper. You know?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was watching Goosebumps, and I loved all that
Goosebumps.
stuff, man. Oh, I haven't started watching the new one. There's a new one with I can't remember his actual name, but Ross from Friends.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
he's the dad. So have to check that out for sure. See how good it is. I need to ask Sarah's mom. She watched it. And Tommy Knockers was just it was just overall creepy. The very first time of like alien type stuff hiding out there or whatever they're supposed to be, and then now honestly, I haven't watched that movie since it scarred me back then, except
I
for
get that.
only thing I remember from the movie now. Still, I don't remember anything else except for this. It's some kind of like song, like
Yeah.
Freddy.
I know. You mean.
1, 2,
Or
he's coming
Candyman.
for you. Oh, fuck. Nope.
Candyman.
Yeah,
Dude.
dude.
Candyman was good. That was a good one.
Just
I remember several sleepovers at like my cousin's and friend's house back when I was like a kid living in Boston, and we would dare each other to fucking say Candyman in the mirror with the lights off.
nope. See, I've just
Like dude, that was the kind of shit I remember. Like, freaked us out.
I
Like,
believe in the
oh
occult and
man,
supernatural. I believe it absolutely has the possibility of being real. So I've never.
dude,
I
same.
I messed. No, I don't think we were friends yet. Maybe we were. I don't know. I messed with a Ouija board. At Lena's house, Little Witch Lena. We way back in the day. We played with a Ouija board, and that shit. Nope. I'm good. That shit. No. There was real spirits up in that house, and I was like, I'm never going back. Yeah, dude. That legit. I've never touched a Ouija board since, and I've been adamantly against them.
Oh
and
my god, dude.
I've
That's
heard
funny.
and talked to so many people that have terrible stories, and watched so many videos where people are like, whatever. But I don't know. That's not something to fuck with.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't fucked with the Ouija board before.
It's not worth
I
it.
kind of want to, but then there's this side of me that's like, not worth it. I don't know if it's
No,
worth it.
it's not worth it. Why play with
I don't
something
know if
that
that's
you
a good
don't
idea.
understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth it. No, for sure don't. Well, I guess if we were talking about like movies that scarred you, I could think about like other way, like that was like a scared you, messed you up for life. But
Blob.
Blob's good.
That movie fucking freaked me out. Oh my god. I remember that movie, like, I freaked out because I watched it alone.
Like
My
the
first
original
time watching
Blob,
it. Yeah.
like the 1950s one in black and white.
No.
the probably 80s one.
Okay.
When it was a pink blob.
Yeah.
And it just got bigger and bigger.
Mhm.
That shit scared the life out of
Just
me. Like
swallows
the
you.
possibility of that scared the life out of me. Because just like you just suffocate, and there's no escape. Nothing you like. The second you are touched, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
That was the shtick.
Yeah.
You
I know.
The second it got a grip of you, you're done.
Yep. It's gonna pull you in. It's gonna consume everything.
Yep.
But everything.
That shit freaked me out so hard for some reason.
The lore, after a while, everything is gonna dissolve and become part of the blob. Just keep growing. That's crazy. But I was thinking like movies that scarred you in other ways. Like, dude, I'm never watching this again. I hate this kind of. You know what I mean? Not like this scared me, but like, why would they do that? Like I Am Legend.
This movie is.
For me, it's pretty much any movie that
that was a
kills or
good
hurts
one.
an animal. I'm not watching you ever again. I will not.
It's
I
upsetting.
absolutely refuse.
Very upsetting.
Yeah. I was like, kill yourself,
Also,
save the dog.
Butterfly Effect.
Butterfly Effect. I've actually never watched Marley and Me. I refuse.
Like it's like a guilty pleasure. It's like I get mad at it, but at the same time, I'm like, so what? It was really well written. Like you know what I mean? Like I
do.
appreciate the artistry of the movie, but yeah, some of the events, I'm like, did you really have to fucking go there? Like really? Like, bro, killed the fucking dog.
There's a few movies where something like that happens to an animal, and you're like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
It's like I know it's just a depiction. It's not actually hurting the animal, but still.
That's honestly because movies and stuff like that, I 100% have a trigger with people taking their animals into the wilderness. I like when somebody's like, "Oh,
I
I'm gonna
get
go
that.
hiking alone with my dog." I want to fucking beat them in the head with a solid metal rod
My dogs
and
stay at
steal
home,
their
man.
dog.
My dogs stay at home. They don't travel with me.
There's places you can hike that are safely within, confines of there's civilization areas that you can hike and walk with your pets. There is no reason to be taking your pet into the wilderness where there are absolutely
Where
multiple.
They're just gonna wander.
Well, they're going to want to wander at least. I mean, you should have a leash always, but you're taking them into the territory of apex predators. Oh my god, a cougar attacked my pet. Oh my god, a bear ate my pet. No shit, you took them to their house.
My life.
Yeah, oh my god, that definitely makes me so mad when they're like, "Oh, poor old Fido, he attacked the bear while I could run away. He saved me." I'm like, "You should have let the dog run and you die. You don't take them. I mean, it's the animal world. What do you think would happen if you just randomly dropped a lion in the woods with a fucking wolves?"
I'd probably die with him. I'd probably die with my dog, dude.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
because there's no way I'm leaving my fucking dog.
No.
Like I'm just like I can't do that. Like,
I'm either gonna die with my dog
Like-
or my dog's gonna survive.
does anyone else feel me on that?
There's
Like-
no other options. Period.
Like, dude, I'm dying with my dog. Like, my dog's probably gonna run an attack, right? Like, well, I'm right behind him.
Yeah. Yo,
if not in front, like shit. You know?
do you ever see that old lady that was walking her little tiny dog next to the water, and the alligator came out to come after her dog, and she went to save it, and instead ate her?
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Dog's okay.
Huh, that's tough. I mean, it's good, but it sucks for her.
Well, I mean, when you live in Florida, you should know not to walk a small animal next to a body of water.
Yeah.
There's too many situations in the real world where animals don't deserve to be hurt or die, and they do, and it's because of stupid ass human beings. Like how many do you know how many videos I've seen of some drunk dumbass jumping into a lion exhibit or a bear exhibit, and then the bear ends up either getting close to or actually mauling them, and what did he do? Now the bear has to die? No. Kill that guy. Especially because I mean, we're getting more and more evidence of how animals are sentient, intelligent, have emotions and thought. I just learned that we recently discovered that plants have memory.
You know, you-
Yeah. So I would think like a genetic memory. You know what I mean? Like, hey, pass this information on to my the next generation. Like that happens with all DNA, etc. These were like the same plant learning to adapt to a specific behavior by remembering when and how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's like that's crazy. Like, what if I mean plant? What if the plants themselves aren't obviously sentient and intelligent? Well, what if each individual plant was like one single neuron or
Yeah.
synapse, and that's why it's so basic. So this huge interweb of grass, trees, and other plants could all just be different functioning types of cells, I guess you could say, in a larger plant brain for the Earth. Like like the largest living thing on Earth is a mushroom. It's a mushroom with like a I think it was like 26-mile wide radius of mycelium or something like that. But yeah, it's because people don't think about that stuff. But underneath the ground, there is thousands and tens of thousands of miles of mycelium, usually in most places, because the trees and the fungus interchange back and forth between each other.
Damn.
Yeah, it takes. I think the mushrooms take carbon from the trees, and then the trees get, and then the fungus gives the trees nitrates. Hmm? Good time. Sleepy boy. Um. Well, so then let's hop to our last topic then. Any movies that give you like hope and inspiration?
Mm. Uh, Clouds. Have you seen that one?
No, my mind immediately went to Cloud Atlas.
Yeah, no, it was so it's about this kid that wrote a song. He had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Terminal. And he was like I can't remember if he was like 16 or something like that or 15.
Mm-hmm.
He was young, but he was like really, really talented musically. And he wrote a song that ended up getting to the radio somehow. I don't remember. I watched the movie once just because it's a really difficult movie to watch. Like it really it's rough, but really beautiful. Um, and essentially the radio station blew it up, and so his song went super viral. Like before, it was like I think this was like supposed to be right around 2012, 2013
Mm-hmm.
when this happened, and he ended up dying like a year or two after that. Yeah, yeah. So, and they have a song called Clouds. And it's really good. So, yeah,
I'll have to check that out. Probably not actually, because sad movies I can't really do.
yeah.
Even
Then another one was Keith.
I think I've seen that either.
It's like a high school romance movie with Jesse McCartney as the main character.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, he fucking killed that role, crushed it. But I can't tell you the movie because all I have to say is it's a twist, but it's so good, really good. That's it.
That sounds like a pretty good twist.
It's really good. But his character, he's like reminiscent of like Ryan Reynolds with his personality, just quick, confident, no fucks given. Like all right. Hey, you want to do this? Cool. That's what we're
Yeah.
gonna do.
Bye.
And he's just snarky and cool, chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, doesn't give a fuck if people like him. Like, he's just like, I'm doing my thing. Period. Like,
Yeah. I like that. That's good.
I'll fix this car.
Time to fix it. I honestly couldn't really think of anything earlier. I still can't. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just because I've been so pessimistic for quite some time now. I haven't felt that way about a movie in a minute. But I hope that I will. You know?
Yeah.
That's all I can do. I can hope for. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Roll with the punches.